Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Fire Emblem Three Houses. We're going into Chapter 5 today. The mission last time was incredible. I loved it to death. So if you didn't see that one, make sure you check it out.
Part 1. White Clouds. Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds.
Beasts are incoming. Let's go.
The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
Alright, let's see if this month we can get our blacksmith finally. That would be nice. We've also got some quests to get out of the way, I think. I do believe we have a couple of people who are at least a level 10 who can class into their next section of classes. And I've got to decide if I'm going to actually do that or if I'm going to give them another beginner class. There are new places to explore in the monastery. Another 5,000 gold, I'll take it.
I have a new mission for you, Professor. I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier.
I think I said Mikhail last time or something like that. I was close. Miklan. Why was he disowned?
I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest.
Which is messed up.
Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
It's really messed
The
up.
Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seiros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
Hey, Teach. I gotta say, I never would have guessed you were a descendant of the King of Liberation. You didn't forget, did you? That story I told you about a relic that could cut a mountain in half? That relic was the Sword of the Creator, the very same used by Nemesis, the King of Liberation.
Oh, and here I thought he was talking about Thunderbrand itself. Okay. What are you talking about?
Don't be coy, Teach. The Sword of the Creator could only be wielded by Nemesis. If you can use it too, that can only mean you have that Bloodline's crest.
I don't understand.
Fine, keep your secrets. But just so you know, I don't understand isn't gonna cut it here at the monastery. Speaking of,
Speaks
Professor
his
Hanneman
mind.
has been looking for you. He probably wants to examine your crest with those crazy instruments of his. Actually, sounds amusing. Maybe I'll tag along.
If it isn't my little Claude.
Hey,
What
Judith.
has you so worked up?
Judith? What are you doing here?
That's Lady Judith to you, boy. I told you, until you're in charge, I expect you to address me with all due respect.
There's a part of me that hopes that she is a playable character at some point. I don't think she is, but I want her to be. I can hold out hope, right?
Anyway, I'm here to retrieve you. Duke Regan's condition has taken a turn for the worse.
Oh, no.
Are you saying the old man's on his deathbed?
No, it's not that bad. but in the state he's in, he won't be able to participate in the next roundtable conference. He wants you to go in his stead. I volunteered to play the messenger.
Wow, thanks for that. Oh, and Teach, this is Judith, also known as the hero of House Daphne.
And a badass.
So you're little Claude's teacher, are you? How much trouble has he been giving you?
Quite a bit. Plenty.
If her nickname didn't give it away, you should know that Judith, Lady Judith, is the leader of the famous House Daphne of the Leicester Alliance. She used to be a big deal at the roundtable conferences, but it seems of late she's been reduced to a mere...
All rude.
You had better shut that
Right?
mouth before I put my boot in it, you tactless nuisance. Now come on, let's get going.
All right, I already like their relationship.
Sorry, Professor, but I need to borrow the boy for a bit.
I suppose we'll have to finish our chat later. Sorry, Teach. But don't you worry. I'll be back in time for our next mission. All right, Judith, let's get going.
It's Lady... I suppose you are the active leader for the time being. Fair enough, boy. Fair enough.
Yeah, if she doesn't kill you.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The crest of flames. That is what you possess.
Crest of Flames.
Your ability to wield the sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
All right. Is it worth hosting the tea party? If they're not a part of the team, we don't get the charm, right? Although I think Byleth still can get the charm. So maybe we will. Why not? Okay. What tea does Manuela like? Mint and lavender.
Thank you for your invitation. To what do I owe this surprise? What a lovely smell. I like this tea very much. Thank you. It's good.
It's almost like I knew what you liked.
Huh?
Heart racing memories?
Yeah. Huh?
Probably cute monks.
Yeah. Huh?
I'm counting on you? Ah, what is it? Yes, I'm counting on you.
Am I that terrible of a woman? So I'm a little unkempt. What of it?
Admonish.
Oh.
Okay.
Thanks for the treat. Come by the infirmary anytime you need anything. I'll be waiting, Professor.
Well then. Oh, so they do get a charm up. Good, I wasn't sure if that would happen. Alright, new certifications. Alright, so let's see. Now, something I may want to do with Lorenz is, I think, oh man, and Myrmidon is one that he can't do right now. I was gonna say, he's struggling with speed, so if he classed into Myrmidon and finished that, mastered it, he would get a +2 speed ability. So I might want to consider that. Now, Myrmidon is the +2 speed. Is Fighter the +2 strength? And Soldier is +2 defense? Now, if I went here, you wouldn't be able to do Brigand yet. We need to work on your axe. We could make you a thief or a mercenary. As for Claude, we can go Lord or Archer. He looks awesome as a Lord. Look at that. 66%. We have 2 intermediate sills. We could buy more. Ooh, Marianne's ready too. Let's go ahead and do that one.
I actually passed?
Hell yeah, you did, Marianne. She did master hers, right? She hasn't, actually. Let's let her finish Monk. She's only got 4 more experience.
I guess I'll try it.
She's real close. Alright. I'm going to quickly check on some of the class mastery abilities, just to give myself some smart decisions here. So I'll be right back. Okay, so in this case, I think that Byleth I'm going to have go as a mercenary. The thief would have been able to get a steal ability, but I think somebody else is going to go down that path.
A new path?
And we're going to need another intermediate seal. For Claude, who I think we're going to take down the actual archer path. He gets a +20 hit when he gets his mastery, which is really, really nice. Whereas the Lord, what did the Lord get? It wasn't incredibly useful. It was a resistance +2 ability, which is fine, but I think I want the hit more. So I'm going to take him to archer. I think both of them should go down Brigand as well, because Brigand has one of the most useful skills, and that's the Death Blow ability.
I did pretty well.
If the unit initiates combat, it grants +6 strength during combat. Crazy good. So mastery in Brigand might be really important for a lot of my characters. So I'm going to try taking several people down that, but I think I need to work on axes for both Byleth and Claude in order to make that happen. So we'll be working on that. Alright, people who have mastered their current beginner classes. Let's go ahead and look at them. Thought I had a couple, but maybe not. Ah, Balthus is one of them. So Balthus has completed his fighter, so we could take him down Myrmidon, get him a +2 in speed. I've got 5 beginner skills. I'm going to save before I do this because it's only a 65% chance. You got it. Well done.
Was there ever any doubt?
Okay. Constance has also finished hers. So as a monk, you get what? +2 magic, I think? So do I want to give her speed as well? That wouldn't be bad. If she can double with magic, that's not bad. Soldier is the strength. Fighter is the defense. So it would be kind of nice if you've ever mastered it in a New Game Plus, if it would just tell you what the ability is somewhere here. That would be kind of nice, what the mastery is. That one's only a 63%, but we can try it. Now, do I actually want to do that? Because while she's in that, I won't be able to actually use her magic. It would be nice to have the speed, but I think there are better skills that they can get later on, so maybe I won't do that. Yeah, maybe I'll just wait. Okay, yeah, let's move on. Let's go ahead and do some supports. Nice, we can finally do the Rhea one.
Welcome, Professor. This is the first time I have welcomed you here, is it not?
In this timeline.
There is no need to be nervous. Please, come closer. When you speak with me here in this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with Rhea. It's just me.
Understood?
Such a sweet child.
Goddamn right.
My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child. As Gerald's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Gerald, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you?
He never mentioned you. Sorry, girl.
Oh dear, how heartless of him. In any case, let us endeavor to become closer from here on out. Since you are here, shall I tell you about the Gerald that I knew? By the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you? When I first met Gerald, he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point. On one fateful occasion, the band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seiros. I was traveling with the Knights at the time, and Gerald jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded, on the verge of death. I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Gerald managed to escape a seemingly certain death.
Because you shared your blood with him. And now he can live an extremely long life.
I made arrangements for him to receive further care at Garreg Mach. The moment he was deemed fully recovered, I invited him to join the Knights.
I didn't know. Thank you for telling me.
Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago. And also...
So much more. Yes?
Never mind. It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you. By coming to visit with me today, you have... well... suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it otherwise would have been. I thank you for that.
Okay, Claude and Marianne. We'll get to continue down Rhea's stuff. This time we will not drop that one. We are going to get all the way through her support this time. Speak up, Marianne.
Claude? Oh, Marianne. Have the gods taken pity on my lost soul and revealed a sign to me?
What do you mean? She's like, what?
I've been researching the 10 elites of Fodlan, but I can't tell fact from fiction.
Interesting
Anyhow,
line.
what can I help you with?
Yeah,
Well, I found this pendant, and I think it's yours.
and I can't tell fact from fiction. Does he know a little bit more about the real history? And if so, how and why? He knows about the Sword of the Creator and has been looking for it. I wonder what all he knows.
Ah, right you are. Yeah, honestly, I'd resigned myself to never seeing it again. It's a keepsake from my uncle, who has passed on. If I truly lost it, my grandfather would have had my head. Thanks for returning it to me, Marianne. You saved my tail.
Please, it was nothing. I should be...
No, I think that's enough researching for today. Why don't you join me for a nice chat?
I just came to deliver the pendant.
Sounds awfully lonely to only talk to those whom you have business with. Do you really dislike talking to people that much?
It's just... I never know what to say. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. We'll figure it out as we go. Tell me, are you like this with your father too? Within the Alliance, Margrave Edmund is prone to debate. With a father like that, I would have thought...
Margrave Edmund is my adoptive father.
Oh, is he? I didn't know. Where were you born?
That is none of your concern.
Wow, defensive.
I really must be going.
Interesting.
She's hiding something, that much is clear. But that just makes me all the more desperate to know her secrets.
Me too, Claude. Me too. I feel bad for the girl. She seems to be struggling. And I just want to help her. I just want to make you feel okay, Marianne. Is that too much to ask? Just tell me your problems, and I will help fix it, okay? Even if I have to kill, hundreds of people. We will fix it, Marianne. For you. Okay, now that we've said that we will murder to help a girl, we'll continue on. Do they really only have a B rank? Unbelievable. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they only have a B rank.
Hilda, lovely as ever. I swear, when you're around, the sun shines brighter and everything sparkles.
There he goes again.
Sylvain, you're looking superb as always.
Thank you. Are you going out today? If you do, then be careful. I'd hate to think you might hurt your foot again.
My foot? Oh, yes. You mean that time you helped me with the books?
Yeah, remember your
no
lies.
need to worry. The foot's fine now. Even better than it was before.
I noticed, since I'm always looking at cute girls, and you are one of the cuter ones,
Slaying it.
your foot was better during the battle. You were running all over, just a regular warrior princess. And less than a day after such a terrible injury.
He's on to you.
My friends were depending on me, so I just had to fight through the pain.
Hilda, please don't lie to me. I knew your foot wasn't really hurt, but I returned your books anyway. Take it from a guy who does his fair share of pretending to be someone he's not. And I say this as a friend, you are a terrible liar.
Damn.
And those books you left in your room for so long, teachers and classmates needed those. So stop lying, and maybe stop being quite as selfish too.
Man, he is taking her to task right now. A lot of respect, Sylvain. I mean, you're a dog most of the time, but hey.
You saw right through me.
And here
Honestly,
she goes again.
I'd completely forgotten that I still had those books. I really was going to return them. Did the librarian say anything to you?
Oh yeah, I got an earful of yelling and accusations meant for you.
Huh? Didn't you just say it was my fault?
It was.
Nah, I figured the librarian would feel better if they just let loose. No reason to make them wait for you.
I'm so sorry. You got a tongue lashing that should have been directed at me.
Tell you what, all will be forgiven if you promise 3 things. Stop lying, take responsibility, and fall madly in love with me.
It's only fair.
Aw, Sylvain, I do love you, you know?
Just like
I
a
just
brother.
wouldn't want you for a husband.
What? Why not?
Well, not to offend you, but I can't help but feel that your niceness is somehow shallow.
You two are... Oh my goodness. So funny. Two sides of the same coin.
My brother would probably cut you into pieces the moment he saw your face.
Damn.
Your brother sounds, terrifying, actually. actually.
A little bit.
We're losing the thread a bit here. Evidently, you can see through my act, so I'll just be straightforward about taking advantage of you.
Nope, she won't stop.
Well, I'll take what I can get. Just don't go causing trouble for guys who aren't me.
It's a deal. Goodbye for now, Sylvain.
I'm guessing that they don't actually have a paired ending. Constance and Balthus.
Oh, Constance. Hey,
Oh dear.
sure is sunny out. Huh? Yeah.
Good day to you, Balthus. You seem to be enjoying your freedom. I must admit, I'm jealous.
Right, so yeah, the weather's nice. I gotta be going now.
Even her friends are weirded out by her.
What profit is there for one so exalted to spend time alongside one so common as me? Worry not. You needn't suffer me any longer. I shall see myself off.
Come on, don't be like that. You know I get uncomfortable at times like this. I'm trying. Really. You matter, so stick around, yeah? Let's chat. It'll be great.
You
You
weirdo.
needn't take pity on me out of the sense of obligation that your status demands. For you, the nobility that you abandoned was a shackle on your true self, which is now freed. No need to converse with me any longer, putting yourself out on my behalf.
Quite a mouthful you just unloaded on me. Not sure what you mean by that nobility stuff, though. Sure, I walked out on leading a noble house, but how do you imagine that's related to this chat of ours? I already admitted I'm no good with stuff like this, but I don't think I'm putting myself out or whatever.
My apologies. The misunderstanding was entirely my own. As I suspected from the start, I am unfit to serve as your conversational partner.
Ah, that's enough. Stop talking that way and twisting everything I say. Just spit it out and tell me something real. You hate my guts, yeah?
Oh my goodness.
This is novel, but doesn't this scene usually play out in reverse?
Oh, sorry. Guess I raised my voice there. But what do you mean by that reverse dig?
Well, it's usually her yelling at you while you try to deflect. It's rare to see you lose your cool while she stays so calm. But different people get along differently on different days, I suppose. Anyhow, I'll let you get back to it.
Gatekeeper, getting more screen time. Hell yeah. They know we love him. IS knows we love them. Gatekeeper's awesome.
Ouch, he has a point. I lost myself for a moment there.
To think that
The voice
I
of
have ever
reason.
raised my voice at you.
Gatekeeper.
He seems to think we're real pals. Honestly, whether rain or shine, I don't think a day's gone by without you treating me poorly.
Good friends.
What a thing to say. I could never go so far as to insult one with your lineage.
You're a funny one, pal. A real hoot.
The idea that I could be amusing is funnier than any jest I may have uttered.
That laugh. Oh my gosh. Daylight Constance is awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some exploring in.
A stone? A stone. I do not understand.
I do.
Yet, as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still.
Interesting choice of words.
But is that me? Or is it you?
That line has some new meaning with the information we gained from the last run. So what happened? So what did we get in this one? Can I look at that? Oh, it just gives us a bunch of renown and the Chalice of Beginnings. A chalice crafted by the goddess. Nullifies extra effectiveness. Allows counterattacks at any range. That's awesome. It seems overpowered. I try not to use, like... I'm gonna use these if I get, like, into a really bad situation. If I get really stuck while I'm in maddening mode, that's probably when I'll use things like these. But they seem way overpowered. A movement 2, strength 3, speed 3? No, that's speed 3. I'm tempted to give that to why am I blanking on his name right now? Lorenz? There we go. Got there. Clearly I need more coffee today. I'm tempted to take that for Lorenz right now, but I'm not going to. He's not struggling that badly. Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I'll have to give that to somebody. Okay, let's go check some things out. Ooh, I see a quest up there. DLC quest. Nimbus Charm, a cursed charm said to summon clouds. Its efficacy is dubious. Likely belongs to someone who avoids sunlight. Okay, Constance, that one's for you. Let's go talk to this guy up here.
Hey.
Have you ever been in the sauna? I have not.
I could use a hand.
Professor, have you really never visited the sauna? No, I haven't, because intelligent systems just wouldn't let me. For all of this time. 260 hours in. It's popular with the students, the knights, everyone, really. It's the perfect place to relax and wash your worries away. Give it a try. Although I could have tried it much earlier, but I waited to buy the DLC, so. Check out the sauna located between the training grounds and your personal quarters. Talk to the sauna boss to access it. I want to be a sauna boss. A thin brush for applying makeup around the eyes. Probably belongs to someone who wears eyeshadow. Oh, that's for Yuri, isn't it? Alright, the sauna. You can invite someone to join you at the sauna, where you'll both strengthen your bond and improve your physical condition. Relax in the sauna without overheating, and both participants will see improved results in faculty training or instruction they received during this moon. Ooh, so if we do that with Claude, and we focus on the axe a little bit. Yeah. Maybe that's what we'll do. I don't know how many people we can invite. It looks like only one. So maybe we'll start with Claude. And that way we can work on his axe so that he's ready for a brigand class. There are two options that will increase how warm the characters are. Choosing Stay Longer warms the characters up a little, while choosing Increase Steam will warm them up a lot. As they warm up, the gauge will increase. Choose Leave to depart the sauna. The gauges will fill up as the unit gets warmer. The goal is to reach the black line, which indicates when a unit has become relaxed. If the units share a close bond, it's possible that they will become relaxed and glow even before the gauge reaches the black line. Okay. Characters that get too warm in the sauna run the risk of overheating and getting dizzy. If this happens, the visit to the sauna will end. Keep a close eye on how warm the characters are to prevent this from happening. They each have their own line, huh? Okay. If the protagonist leaves the sauna feeling refreshed and has a glow about them, they'll see improved results from faculty training or instruction. If both the protagonist and the guests are glowing and feeling refreshed, they'll both see bigger improvement in faculty training or instruction. Cool. So definitely we want Byleth to get it, but if both can get it, that's perfect. Alright, I'm going to save before I do this because I have no idea how it works. Yeah, let's go in with Claude. Okay. Increase steam makes it go up a lot. Add water to the stones to increase the amount of steam, warming up everyone in the room. Let's start with a big one. So we want to get as close to the black line as possible, or are we trying to go into the green? Claude is warmed up and feels really good. Let's see if I can get there. Ugh. This is gonna go over. I'm gonna redo this. Yeah. Oh dear.
Thanks.
Whoops. Alright, let's go ahead and reload. And we're going to try this again now that I know a little bit more about what's going on. Let's try this again. So I did Steam twice that time. This time I'm going to do it once. And then we're going to see if the stay longer gets us where we need to be. Yeah, mine is going down up a lot slower than his. I think we can do it this way. And if we do one more, I think I'll get there. I don't know if I'll quite trigger the glow, because it took Claude one more while he was already in the green before he started to glow. But let's see. Nice, I think we got us both. They feel very refreshed. And we got a support up. I can feel my worries drifting away.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
So we basically want to do this at the start of each month with somebody, no matter what. Maybe it seems like it only benefits for the month, right? Well, I bet you're feeling refreshed and relaxed and ready to take on the world. Make as much use of the sauna as you want. There's never a bad time to take a break. So is it weekly or is it monthly? If the benefit is for the month, I should have read that a little bit more closely. Maybe I'll look at the guide later. But that's cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump in here while we're here. And then when we head back out, we'll go to Abyss. A metal piece from a sword belt that broke due to wear. It probably belongs to someone who was devoted to training. That one's probably for Felix. He was here last month as well.
The Western Church. The Central Church. They believe in the same goddess, but oppose one another. Fodlan is a complicated place.
Yeah. Ties to the real world there too, Dedu. We have some of that as well.
I am sorry that the kingdom's unrest did not stop with Lord Lonato. Professor, the hero's relics are incredibly powerful. Please, be on your guard.
Fair enough, Dimitri.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
Her face looks familiar.
I bet it does. What do you train? Okay. So you could train in Fist. In fact, I think I'm going to have you do that because I still need to recruit Caspar. So I need to work on Fist and Axe. Alright. An intermediate seal, recommended level 8 or higher, and lances. We do not have a lot of good lance users. Maybe Leone? So Lorenz and Leone. Leone is a level 8 at 37 health, 8 at 35. Let's give Leone a shot here. Okay.
I call that a win.
Okay.
Another one down. I'll celebrate later.
I have to remember I can only heal 20 at a time, so I have to take that into account. Or 25, okay, so it's a 25 heal.
How do you like that?
Is that a semifinal? Yes, okay. So we'll heal after this one. And go after Dimitri. Oh dear. It looks like he has more might. We have more health. I think we can get him. Can we get him? I'm bad at quick, simple math, by the way. Ooh, we barely got him. Oh! We only get 2 rounds? So if we don't beat him? Oh, that's dumb. I'm reloading that. Alright, I think we'll try that one more time. I think the enemies that you run into are somewhat randomized. But, I thought that just went until somebody won, but clearly it does not do that. I don't think Lorenz is gonna fare better. Not as a monk. So I think Leone still is our best chance. Yeah, recommended level is still 8. And if we can't do it, that's fine. An intermediate seal is not even that expensive to just get ourselves right now, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, maybe they are set. Let's see if it's exactly the same. Because we fought Ingrid first.
How do you like that? I call that a win. That takes care of that.
Okay, so it is the same. I think some of them are random, though, because I think that I have experienced randomness in
I
these.
call that a win.
Okay. I think we're exactly the same place we were. So. No chance of a crit, so he would have to miss one in order for anything to change. Okay, that time we just straight out lost. Okay. Alright, we simply don't have anyone strong enough in Spear to take that fight, so we're not gonna do it. Why waste the time on it, right? Abyss. And then we'll go down our regular path. Hello, invisible shifty merchant. Take me to Abyss, please. Okay, anything back here? Man, it's having a rough time loading things in, isn't it?
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Actually, if I recall correctly, which is my job and passion, there were reportable happenings up top as well. That's why I'm still stuck with Mr. Backup. I'm still here by request of Lord Sedith. You can never be too vigilant. Truth be told, I'm used to the guy by now. Not Yuri, though. He shoots him a pointed glare every time he walks by. How Yuri is that?
Abyss Keeper, you will never be as good as Gatekeeper. I'm sorry. Run away.
Elfric used to use his position in the church to look out for Abyss. He basically set this whole place up for us. Then some scandal or other forced him out. Gotta wonder what got the church so riled up.
So is what happened in the DLC considered canon? Because that doesn't quite make sense in the timeline of things, of when we recruited them in the campaign, but... eh. Doesn't really matter much, whether it is or not. Hi, Happy.
Nice sword, Chatterbox.
I like how it lights up. That's a neat trick. But now that you have it, the church is gonna want to use your power for their own ends. Are you gonna let that happen?
No. I do what I want to do.
Good. Glad to hear it. You gotta think for yourself. You're too good to become one of their stooges.
I am the church. I am the one who knocks. Yeah, let's go down this way. Okay, anybody on this side? Any items?
It's like this. The best fighter in Abyss? Byleth is probably.
Probably.
Yuri's definitely the most cunning. Constance is the strongest with magic. The most dangerous of them all, though? Happy. You've heard the rumors, haven't you?
Oh, I've seen them firsthand.
You're a busy one, aren't you? Always on the road. Being a professor seems like a tough gig. Back when I was first enrolled here, we rarely traveled. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion was about it. This really stirs up the old memories. When I took part, my house lost. May have been my fault. It's hard to believe, but I was pretty rash back then. Hey, think I can join in again this year? Bet you can pull some strings and make it happen, yeah?
Yeah, I think I can. Let's see. No, Constance and Yuri, that's right.
Miklon. I know that guy. In Northern Fargus, he's pretty well known, and not in a good way. The guy does what he pleases, attacking towns in Margrave Gautier's territory relentlessly, stealing food and even abducting women. I may be the leader of a bunch of thugs, too, but I'm nothing like that slime bag.
Real piece of work, huh? You worry people might compare you?
A bit. I've got folks who follow my lead, but the similarities end there. A hero's relic can turn a slimeback like Miklon into a knight. I know you've got one of those shinies yourself, but don't go doing anything reckless. Oh, you found it, huh? I've been looking everywhere for that. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay. Where is Constance? Yeah, she's not down here at all. She must be up top somewhere.
Hello there.
A needle and a spool of thread. They probably belong to someone who hides away doing needlework.
I'm not secretly eating cake.
Of course not. I'll take your word for it.
You're getting pretty good at talking through the door, Professor. I've been looking for this. Thank you so much.
Yeah, she didn't venture out of her room very far, did she?
I'm sorry.
mistake, the next mission is to rout bandits in the kingdom, is it not? I find the idea unsettling. Though the bandits have captured a large prize, they are insignificant in and of themselves. The matter would be more appropriately dealt with by Margrave Gautier or the Fargus royal family. I grant that I am most likely jumping at shadows, but I fear that if Fargus is weakened, the tipped scales will lead to widespread unrest.
Hey, I got something for you.
Yes, that does belong to me. I deeply regret putting you through this trouble.
That's all right, Constance. 100% okay. Oh, didn't get a lot on that one, did he?
It's awful. Just awful what happened with the Rite of Rebirth. The infirmary. Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again, and so I've come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. They learn if they can do it again. We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too.
Respect, Manuela. I will protect them. She cares about her students. Nobody can ever take that from her.
My mistake.
Okay, I think I've got an item for you, Felix.
Impressive. Think of it. The Sword of the Creator, belonging to the ancient king Nemesis. You have to master it as soon as you can. I can't wait to face off against such a legendary weapon. That's mine.
Now, real quickly, did we get a support with you by chance? So we have Manuela. Where are you, Felix? Okay. Do I have anything you would like? Training weight. I'm gonna save the owl feathers for Rhea. And a whetstone.
Aha! All right.
Oh, he didn't like the whetstone. Weird. I thought that would have been one of his favorites. Okay, it's worth a shot.
Join me for... I might...
We're close on him, though. I think if we got one support up with him, we might be able to trigger that one relatively soon. Maybe this month we'll be able to get him.
Hey, I heard about the things you did. I'm so glad Lady Rhea is safe. I figure you're a great person after all, Professor. I learned all sorts of cleaning. I'm happy to help you out with anything you need done for your class.
Cool.
You betcha. I'm your guy, Professor.
Welcome to the group,
Since,
Cyril.
You know, you can't exactly add me to your class or anything.
Okay. So, Cyril's now part of the team, and as I understand it, he actually has some pretty important interactions with some of the Golden Deer. So, even if he doesn't make main party, I'm going to definitely try and get lots of supports with Cyril. So, yeah, we'll be doing that.
Oof. This wasn't the first time I've taken part in an Alliance Roundtable conference, but it was still exhausting. There's not enough cooperation in that group, especially from Lawrence's father.
I believe that.
But at least my grandfather was surprisingly alert. Judging by that, I'd say he's got at least 5 more years in him.
Nice. Okay, that's it. Nope, there's an item back there. Wasn't it Cyril who was back here? Portrait of Rhea, emotional attachment to Rhea. Yep, that was definitely Cyril. Got something for you, kid.
I figured...
Hey,
Impressive.
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming sideways?
Oh, you poor
Perhaps-
innocent creature.
Perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten. Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you, though I am certain my brother would disapprove. Might you help me with a favor?
I cannot believe how poorly maintained the saint statues are. Just look at them. Clutter at their feet as though that is even remotely acceptable. Hey, I've already maxed all those things out. We're good, girl. We are good.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, come to think of it, last month there was something to report, wasn't there? Thanks to you, I hear that everything was resolved. I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all, am I? I hope you will forgive me one day.
Don't ever say that, Gatekeeper. You did a fantastic job. There's no way you could have known.
Hi there.
They were the Western Church, after all. They would be welcomed in this place. Hey, there we go.
Could you help me out?
I'm running low on supplies. Soon I won't have anything left for forging weapons or making repairs. Sorry to bother you with this, but can you fetch some materials for me? Yeah, I actually already got it.
Knew I could count on you. Hey there.
And now we can use the
Come back
blacksmith.
anytime.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, you gonna give me a quest to open up this stuff?
I could use your help.
Bandits have overrun my trade route. Please, can you clear them out so that the merchants can reach the monastery? Head to Magdred Way and take down the bandits. New merchants will come to the monastery to sell their wares. Absolutely, I will. Oh, whoops. I was trying to run, and I accidentally clicked out of that. That's okay. We'll be able to do it from the menu now.
The coffin of Saros in the Holy Mausoleum should have held her remains. Instead, they say it held the sword of the Creator. What could it mean?
Well, I was weirded out there for a second because I thought I was still playing my Black Eagles playthrough, apparently, because I thought Ferdinand was supposed to be on my team already. I was like, why is there a recruit?
Oh, Professor. Here to well.
You just staring at a wall? You okay there, girl? Why don't you tell me about it?
Some people are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want. And some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for.
Or don't have. Some people want one. Does she have a crest? Can we even see those yet? Like, we can't see what crest... Oh, no, we can see what crest he has. The crest of Regan. Makes sense. You've got one. You've got two, of course. You do have one. Okay. A mystery crest. It might be some kind of crest, though it's unclear which one. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. What are you two plotting, you monster people?
For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's unheard of.
And just last month, the sword of the Creator was almost stolen too.
Yeah, I wonder who was trying to do that.
Also quite unheard of. What impudence.
You said it, not me. You have some gall. Some gall. Girl's unbelievable.
It seems that our next mission is another bandit hunt. This time I've heard that their leader is the son of a noble family.
What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
Hi, Ingrid. I love you.
Professor, please leave Sylvain alone for the time being. The thing is, the bandits' leader who stole the relic is Sylvain's disinherited older brother. Hi, Professor. I've actually got plans, so let's talk some other time.
Hey!
I will recruit you.
Okay.
I have a request.
Oh, hey, Gilbert.
Hail, Professor. If I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. My life has been spent as a dedicated knight. I am to accompany you on your assignment. I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
No, Professor. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
Boom. Thanks.
Hey there, Professor. I've been hearing about you a lot lately. Word on the street is you wield some amazing sword.
No, you can't have it,
If
Anna.
you ever want to sell it to me, I'd pay top G. Just kidding. Sorta. It's, not for sale, is it?
It is definitely not. Boom. I didn't know she could train us.
The glory of progress.
If you ever...
Lynn was over here. Yep, picky about their bedding. Definitely Lynn. Are you just over here laughing to yourself? What is wrong with you? Oh my goodness. I'm a little concerned. Okay, start of a new month. We're gonna be doing this. May as well do it while we're here. Yeah, I just really like that. We need more fish. We'll do some fishing at some point during this
Wise
explore.
indeed to set me to this task. I'm an excellent cook. Maybe.
Maybe. Oh, that's
This is hardly a palatable
not concerning.
ingredient. But if we season it just right, nobody will be the wiser. Wow.
The blandest of fish can taste good if you know how to cook it. All right. We'll come and do this stuff in a minute. How is our motivation? It's not bad right now, honestly, so we don't need that much eating today. So I definitely probably will be focusing a lot on training an axe and stuff.
Right.
You there!
You there. I want to punch you in your stupid old man face.
The head of the Western Church holds the title of bishop. That's not as distinguished as an archbishop, such as Lady Rhea, but it still comes with a fair amount of authority. If someone in that position plotted an assassination, I cannot help but think it must have been instigated by some outside force. There are bishops in the Eastern Church as well, but to speak frankly, they do not have much impact. They are under the influence of both the Archbishop and the Leicester Alliance, so their ability to voice grievances is quite limited.
I'm not afraid to kick an old man. It would let me.
Oh, that man I walked past earlier. That wasn't Lord Rodrigue, was it? House Fraldarius is a powerful, noble family, linked to the founding of Fargus.
Lord Rodrigue is awesome.
Lord Rodrigue, its current leader, is a magnificent warrior. He's known as the Shield of Fargus. A dozen or so years ago, during the Northern Campaign in Srang, he performed splendidly as the king's right hand. Come to think of it, wasn't there someone from House Fraldarius amongst this year's students?
Yeah, it's Felix.
You acquitted yourself honorably last month. To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. Someone must have been helping them. As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered. I hope we find him soon, so I can kill him myself.
I am Rodrigue Achille Fraldarius. I bear the great honor of serving as a lord in the kingdom of Fargus. I have come in Margrave Gautier's stead to retrieve their stolen relic. However, as I hear it, a group of students is to attend to this matter. I sincerely hope no harm comes to any of them.
Me too. You're a cool guy, Rodrigue. And you are an awesome magic crit god. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and end this episode right here. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Have a good one.